1, 2, 3.
We're gonna get this started right now. We're gonna do a chant that invites the city of Albany, the state of New York, the rest of this country to be where they need to be, and that's with the Poor People's Campaign. Am I right? Yeah. We're revealing the truth and we're healing the pain. Come and join. Come and join the Poor People's Campaign. Say it loud. We're revealing the truth and we're healing the pain. Come on. Come and join the poor people. All right, let me see y'all dance with it.
All right, everybody. My name is Claudia de la Cruz. I am a member of the Popular Education Project. I am also co-chair for the New York State Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival. And we are kicking it off with 40 days of nonviolent moral fusion direct action. This year marks 50 years since the original Poor People's Campaign was launched. 50 years. And we are saying that there is business that was left undone. And we are here to make sure that 50 years from now, we do not have to organize another Poor People's Campaign. The New York State is one of 40 states, including DC, that are engaging in sustained, coordinated action for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks. And we're going to keep the energy level up, and we're going to keep the commitment up, and beyond the 40 days, we will build a movement that is non-partisan, that these politicians will have to be held accountable by.
That's right.
I'm out here. I'm the one of the many faces representing homelessness and poverty here in New York State. Yeah. There are many others like me that's sleeping in shelters every night, thousands like us that can't afford to find low-income housing. We live in one of the richest countries in the world, and yet people are homeless. That's ridiculous. 51% of New Yorkers are poor or low income. People are not poor because they're lazy and they don't want to work. People are poor because our government is depriving us of living wages, health care, and public assistance. Is that right? No. From 1979 to 2012, excuse me guys, from 1979 to 2012, the rich 1%, their income grew 307%, while the bottom 99% only grew 8%. That's over 33 years. 8% for the bottom 99. Yo, that's evil and that's wicked. Okay? That shouldn't be in one of the richest countries in this world. Okay? Income inequality has led our brothers and sisters to work 18 and 20-hour days, but yet they still can't afford to make ends meet. A lot of children are going to their bed hungry. Our brothers and sisters are sleeping on the streets. For a country this rich to have so many people homeless, a country this rich to have so many people poor, it's immoral and it's wrong. I'm joining the Poor People's Campaign with tens of thousands of people coming here for 40 days of non-violent direct action to say our people are suffering and we will not take it anymore. Are you with me, my people? Somebody's hurting my people, and what? It's gone on for too long. That's right, and we're not taking it anymore. Thank you. I love you.
All right, I'm here to talk about my mother. My mother is Dolores Millington. She's the young lady in the wheelchair. She's 75 years young. She did not have a nest egg. She did not have a retirement. She lives on Social Security. She used to live in senior housing, which was in the nursing home next to where I worked. And as a nurse, I would go over and check on my mother. First thing I do, I go, "Hi, Ma." I open up the fridge. There's no food. I open up her cabinets. There's no food. You know why? Because she had to pay for her medicines. It's a choice between food and it's a choice between living. It's a choice between medicine and living, and it's not nice, it is not fair, and I am sick of this. Are you sick of this with me? Are you sick of this with me? We are hurting our seniors. We are hurting our families. I am a daughter, I am a mother, I'm a nurse, and I'm pissed. Are you pissed with me? I'm shaking. I am literally shaking because I've been a nurse for 21 years, and this is not the first time or the last time I will see this injustice where I work, where I live, and my own mother has this injustice. I have a message. I have a message for those of you in power, for those of you who think that you call tax cuts and we fall for it. I have a message for you. We are many. We are pissed. We are not going anywhere. What the hell are you going to do about it?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. What a great day for uniting.
Yes.
As I woke up today, the day that we came together to stand as people, I thought to myself, boy, this will be a day that all people will stand together.
Yes.
Black, white,
Yes.
poor, transgender, LGBT,
Yes.
clergy. And I just thought to myself, one passage that came to mind, Exodus 13:14, where it spoke of, "Fear not, stand still, stand firm, and understanding that we see our salvation, and the Lord will provide."
Yes.
So for today, on this day, we will bridge together and unite as one. I want
Yes.
everyone from this moment on, we start our 40-day of violence, nonviolence, but today and from every day on, this is
Yes.
about us, about the people, as we stand united, wanting one voice for one
Yes.
cause. I want to thank you for allowing me to have this space and give my time and to show that our LGBT stands firmly with all. We are the poor people. We are here, and we are here to stay.
Everybody's got a right to live. Everybody's got a right to live. And before this campaign fails, we'll all go down in jail. Everybody's got a right to live. Sing that again. Everybody's got a right to live. Sing that. Everybody's got a right to, and before this campaign fails, we'll all go down to jail. Everybody's got a right. Let me see y'all dance with it. Everybody's got a right to live. Everybody's got a right to live. And before this campaign fails, we'll all go down to jail. See that? Everybody's got a right to. Now let's try this, yeah. Cause everybody's got a right to dream. And everybody's got a right to learn. And everybody's got a right to love. Everybody's got a right to live. Let's sing it now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cause everybody's got a right to live. Sing it loud. Everybody's got a right to live. And before this campaign fails, we'll all go down in jail. Everybody's got a right to live. One more time, real loud, say, everybody's got a right to live. Everybody's got a right to live. And before this campaign fails, we'll all go down in jail. Cause everybody's got a right to live.
We good? The people united? The people united
will never be defeated.
The people
United will never be defeated.
El pueblo unido.
Jamás será vencido.
El pueblo
Unido.
jamás será vencido. Oh, I like the bilingualism happening here. Trilingualism, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so our next speaker is Reverend Amy Butler from the Riverside Church. I know we got a lot of Riversiders right here. Give it up.
Hi everyone, it's so good to see you here today. My name is Amy Butler and I'm here to add my name and the name of the Riverside Church in the city of New York as strong supporters of the Poor People's Campaign. Thanks for coming out today. You know everyone, I'm a preacher. Yeah, you give me a mic, it's dangerous, right? So I can't help but think of Christian scripture in the Gospel of Luke when Jesus tells a story about a man named Lazarus. He was very, very poor. He showed up every morning at the gate of a very rich man's house, begging for anything, just a crumb, anything to eat. The rich man wouldn't give it to him, couldn't be bothered. What happened was, the rich man died and went to hell.
Oh, all right.
You know, the rich man was not just rich, he represented systems that oppress the poor, systems of justice and systems of social help that oppress the poor, that kept them down, that kept Lazarus sitting by the fence. Friends, we live in a country where those systems are alive and well. And if we do not stand in the gap to change those systems, we are going straight to hell. 51 years ago, Martin Luther King stood in the name of the Riverside Church and he talked about a Jericho road where people were getting beaten on the journey of life. And he said that true justice is more than flinging a coin at a beggar. True justice is changing the systems that create the beggars in the first place. We're standing here today to say we will stand in the gap, we will cross the fence, we will change the systems that keep people impoverished in America. Thank you for being here.
The truth. That's the truth.
That's the truth. We're here for the truth. All right. So next up we have a sister from Sadhana, and I hope I said it right. Sunita. Give it up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sunita Vishwanath, and I'm with an organization called Sadhana, Coalition of Progressive Hindus. Thank you.
Everybody out.
We Hindus believe that whatever we believe is God, the divine, is equally and identically present in every one of us. And that is regardless of race and religion and caste and gender and sexual orientation, every one of us. That divine is present in our mother, Prithvi, Mother Earth. Today, there are 140 million Americans living in poverty in this country. In this rich country of America. That number is 60% larger than the year 50 years ago when Martin Luther King was assassinated. It is such a shame and it is not okay.
No, it's not.
Dr. King was inspired by a Hindu man named Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
Gandhi was inspired by those two same ideals of oneness and non-violence, which are my beliefs as a Hindu. That we are one, and violence to one of us is violence to all of us. King said, whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. The poverty in this country, as an immigrant mother, as a justice fighter, and as a Hindu, I will not accept. In this prayer, which I want to share, The all is all of us.
Yes.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. May all be happy.
Yes.
May all be free
Yes.
from disease.
Yes.
May we all know good from bad.
Yes.
And may no one suffer.
No more.
We are one.
Yes.
We are one.
Yes.
We are one.
We are
We are one. We are one. We are one. Thank
We
you.
are one. Yeah. Yeah.
So, let me know some of the places that you all came from today. It's good to be here. Buffalo in the house. Who else? I know Brooklyn is here. Where else? Syracuse. Ithaca. The People's Republic of the Bronx. That's right.
I'm not here to celebrate today. This is not a commemoration. This is not a celebration. Okay? And we have to have joy in the movement. That's important. We got to keep the energy up. We got to take care of each other. But that's not what I'm here for today. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the fact that somebody is hurting my people. Somebody is hurting our children. You heard about it today.
No.
Somebody is hurting women.
Women.
Somebody is hurting people with disabilities. And if you don't fall into any of those categories, it doesn't matter, because the same systems working against those people, against me, are working against you too. And that's what we're here to talk about today. My name is Brittany Ramos Taberos. I'm one of the action leads for this action today, along with a very leaderful movement. We are many. I am one of many. Because we are tired of being pushed into these silos and played against each other. I'm tired of fighting for crumbs. I'm tired of them telling us, okay, you can get your housing bill or you can get your food bill, but you can't have both. Because everybody has a right to live. I'm not here to celebrate, I'm pissed. I've had enough. I'm here to say we can't go down this road anymore. We cannot.
No more down that road. No more. God.
I talked to a lot of people around the state, around the country, leading up in preparing for this movement, for what we're doing here. The beginning of something. Don't knock small beginnings. This is the beginning of something powerful. Because you know what? They don't want all of us from different places, with different hair, with different skin, with different houses, with different abilities, with different sexualities, with different religions. They don't want us in step. I can tell you one thing. There's a lot I don't know. A lot of people told me we don't know if this is the right strategy. We don't know if that's the right location. We don't know if that's the way Martin Luther King would have done it. Well, here's what I know. They don't want us to get into step. And so getting into step is what we're gonna do today. I need y'all. I know y'all are tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of worrying about my husband getting shot in the streets. I'm tired of our kids getting beat up by the people who put uniforms on and are supposed to protect them. I'm tired of people being told that they don't deserve to exist on the land that they're standing on because they don't have a piece of paper. I'm tired of being told that I don't have agency over my own goddamn body. I'm tired of us moving our kids into the military to go kill black, brown, Muslim, poor people overseas while people here get rich off of it. I'm tired of that. And that was me. I'm a combat vet. I will never wash that blood off my my hands. And so, you know what? I heard a lot of people tell me they're afraid to do this action with us, and I understand that fear. That is something I understand. But here's what I'm afraid of. Here's what I'm more afraid of. I'm more afraid that voting rights in this country are more suppressed than they were at the passage of the Voting Rights Act. I'm more afraid that we have kids in schools that look like rotting prisons while our prisons overflow with kids that should be in school. I'm more afraid that we have billions of dollars to spend on killing black, brown, poor people overseas, but we don't got money to make sure our kids can eat. To make sure that people don't die because they don't have medication. To make sure that people have a roof over their house in one of the richest countries in the history of humankind. Not just right now, in the history of humankind, there is no reason for this, and it ain't right. And I'm done with it. And I will stand in this road until someone does something about it. Because we can't go down this road no more. We can't go down this road. Say it with me. We can't go down this road no more. We can't go down this road. I need to hear y'all. People are getting shot in the street. People are hungry. I know y'all are tired. I need you to stand up and stand with me right now. We can't go down this road no more. We can't go down this road. I need you to stand with me. We can't go down this road no more. We cannot. I will not consent with the road that we are walking on as a nation. I will not. I will no longer consent.
No.
I will not.
No. Yes.
And there's a lot of risk. But you know what? It's a risk to hold a cell phone in your backyard. It's a risk to have a barbecue in the park while black.
Yes. Tell the truth.
It's a risk to try to fly as a Muslim person.
Oh my God. Oh, tell the truth.
It's a risk to go to school and be upset.
Oh.
Cause you're losing your home.
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of risk. And let me tell you something.
Yes.
I will take the risk I can choose to do something about that all day long, every day for the rest of my life, because that is something, that is freedom. That is freedom worth dying for. That is the freedom that we need to sign up for. That is freedom worth dying for. That is what fighting for freedom looks like. And I'm here to tell you that as someone who gets thanked for fighting in wars that had nothing to do with freedom all the time.
In 1968, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King wrote this. There is nothing wrong with a traffic law which says you have to stop for a red light. But when a fire is raging, the fire truck goes right through that red light, and normal traffic had better get out of the way. Or when a man is bleeding to death, the ambulance goes right through those red lights at top speed. There is a fire raging now for the poor of this society. They are living in tragic conditions because of the terrible economic injustices that keep them locked in as an underclass. Disinherited people all over the world are bleeding to death from deep social and economic wounds. They need brigades of ambulance drivers who will have to ignore the red lights of the present system until the emergency is solved. March with us now.
I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I would die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. Sing that with me. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I would die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I would die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I will die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. I am not afraid. If you're not risking arrest, keep crossing. I am not afraid. I will die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I will die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I will die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. Sing it for your people. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I will die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I will die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I will die for liberation, 'cause I know why I was made. Somebody's hurting our children, and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. It's gone on far too long. Somebody's hurting our children, and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore.
How about poor people? Somebody's hurting poor people.
Come on now. Somebody's hurting poor people, and it's gone on far too long. It's gone on far too long. It's gone on far too long. Somebody's hurting poor people, and it's gone on far too long.